What's up everyone, it's Iceman Oz, aka Jay, and in today's video, I've got for you guys some Battlefield 4 gameplay. Yes, it's been a while, it's been about 6 months since I've actually played Battlefield 4, but recently I've been getting back into it, trying the game out again, and I've been really enjoying it, so I thought I'd make a video talking about my return to the game and why I did return, and why I think the game has improved, and I'd also like to talk about some things I think they can improve on in the future. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off, has the game actually improved gameplay wise? I think yes. I think that they've done a couple of steps in terms of the netcode and a couple of things here and there to really improve the game overall in terms of gameplay quality experience. I'm not sure that it's, perfect just yet. I think there are some inconsistencies within gunfights. There's still trade kills, things like that happening, which isn't good. Like, let's be real, there are some things that just are silly, but I think they've put in the building blocks to progress further and really develop their game. It's a long way away from what it was back at the start of Battlefield 4. I mean, when that thing first released, there were connection issues, there was just horrible netcode, just everything was pretty damn bad, but it has improved a lot, especially for the console players, from what I hear, and I've played it a couple of times on the PS4. It's actually pretty good. For PC, it's not as good in my opinion. The movement feels clunky still to me compared to like CSGO and stuff, so they got to improve upon that. I don't know how, I mean, they got to adjust the engine, and I get the feeling that would be very difficult to do, so I don't think that's going to happen. But I have seen that happen in Hardline, where the movement is a lot better, so, they're making improvements here and there. I think that in time, Battlefield 4 could be a very good game, maybe like 6 months down the line when they've put in a couple more patches. A cool thing about Battlefield 4 as well that's been happening is they've been releasing free DLC, weapons, maps. They're giving this all to us for free, which is really cool when you compare it to having to pay for premium for all this DLC and everything. Now we're getting more on top of it for free. I guess it's a way of them saying, I'm sorry, we screwed up. Here, have stuff. Have it all. And yeah, so, you know what, I'm a fan of that. I think that, more free stuff, I mean, how can you argue with that? Now, if you left Battlefield 4, you stopped playing it, the reasons that you did are probably still there. For example, Parasol Storm Rush still exists. I mean, let's be real, it's a terrible map. Okay, when you get past the first MCOM, it's fine. The problem is, that's the first MCOM, and you're playing that most of the time. It's in the rotation of Rush. It's absolutely terrible gameplay-wise because the whole map of the attackers funnels in all the defenders onto one ship. It's absolutely terrible in my opinion, and I don't know what they were thinking when they designed it. What I would recommend is maybe move it up for the first objective so you're not on that ship. I think Parasol Storm Rush would be a lot better than what they've got now. I think is a little bit silly. And also, going from objective to objective, like spawning, it's like 200 meters to each objective, and there aren't enough boats to carry everyone, and it's just a little bit silly just swimming across the water for 5 minutes just to trade kill, It's silly. So I think things like Parasol Storm Rush that are still in there that would frustrate you, they're still in the game. Trade kills, again, that's still in the game, but they have made improvements, and I think they are going to continue into the future. Looking at the devs, they have been very active within the community, so I doubt that it's going to change anytime soon. So there you have it. I'm enjoying the game. I'm going to be playing it more. That's locked in. So what I would like to talk about, though, is a suggestion that I would like to see added into Battlefield 4, and that is a matchmaking system. In CSGO and Call of Duty and games like this, it's a regular occurrence to have matchmaking, and it's common sense to have it so that server owners can't kick you, and there's an official thing about it. It's just good to have, and really the server browser is great because you're the one that chooses exactly what you want, the exact server that you wish, but having a matchmaking makes sense, and with the recent popularity of Battlefield 4 spiking up, there are enough people now to do such a thing, so it kind of just makes sense to put it in there. Now, going off that point, I'd like to see in the game a competitive mode. Kind of like, again, like CSGO, how you have like a ranking system. I think that would be great for the game. I think really, a lot of the time when you play Battlefield, there's not a lot of meaning to it besides ranking up, in terms of ranking up your character. It's kind of basic, and I'd like to see a ranking system in competitive where, you know, there's like a CTF rotation, infantry-based gameplay. I think that'd be really cool and a really good addition to the game. You don't have to have 64-player matches. You could have like 8v8 domination or something like that. I think that'd be a really cool addition to the game, and it would actually add meaning to the matches you're playing. Because I find myself a lot whenever I die, it's like, okay, who cares? It doesn't even matter. But if you're playing something where there's a whole ranking system, you're relying on your teammates, there's a, you know, a ladder, then it starts to mean something. It really does. And that's why CSGO's been so popular, because they've really latched onto the competitive scene. Battlefield 4 could do the same thing. I remember when Battlefield 4 first released, they were like, this is going to be the best competitive game ever. It's going to be #1. Then let's make it happen, baby. Let's get this crack-a-lackin'. I don't see it happening right now, and if they do that, I think it would be a really cool addition to add to the game. So, let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. I'd be interested to hear your feedback, whether you think it is a good idea or not, because traditionally there haven't been a lot of competitive modes in Battlefield. It's really just been a pretty casual experience, but I think it would be a really good addition to the game. But there it is, guys. Let me know what you think about how Battlefield 4 has been progressing in the comments section below, and also, like I said, give me some thoughts on the competitive mode, what you think and how you think that would work. So yeah, there it is, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and peace.